My name is Dr. Rachel Geller, and I'm the Board Vice President of the Gifford Cat Shelter.
My name's Donna Gifford. I've been volunteering for a little over a year.
My name is Jessica. I'm the shelter manager here at Gifford Cat Shelter, and I am responsible for the cat's medical care, kind of the resident vet tech here.
Vera was found actually in a dumpster trying to find food, fending for herself, looking for scraps. And a very, very nice person, a good Samaritan, did find Vera and called the Gifford Cat Shelter to see if we could take her in. At the time, we were full, and we said that we could take her in a couple of weeks. And the Good Samaritan was nice enough to actually take Vera to his own home and keep her there while she was awaiting her arrival to Gifford.
So when Vera first came in, she really looked like she was in rough shape. All of her skin, especially around her eyes, really inflamed, really goopy and crusty. She just looked so uncomfortable. She looked like she had been a cat who had been outside. When she first came in, the vet said that she had had a litter of kittens, but no kittens were found with her in that dumpster.
I saw her first as just a kitty in here, so just general care, socialization, feeding, caring, grooming, just taking care of her in general.
When I first met Vera was sort of around the last fall, and at that time she was kind of in a state of crisis still. Despite 2 specialists being involved, she still hadn't had her allergies under control. Her eyes were itchy to the point that she sometimes rubs them raw. And when I came on, her skin was in really bad shape. So at that time, the vet prescribed steroids for her to kind of suppress her immune system's reaction to all those allergens and get her comfortable. Unfortunately, though, by the time May rolled around, she had been on those steroids, and the side effect was that she became borderline diabetic, and her liver function started to tank. Her, the blood work that we did at that time showed that those were the side effects of the medication. At that point, I would think that most other shelters may have already euthanized this cat, and Gifford didn't.
Vera was one of those cats that you might say, don't judge a book by its cover.
She's grown into this really sweet lap cat. When I bring her back from the vet, her space is in the office now, and she immediately goes to try to sit on Jess's lap. So she wants to be on people's laps all day, which is really sweet.
Vera gives me kisses, she's in my lap every day, and she has totally beat the odds. So, she represents for me why animals are so worth fighting for and why Gifford does what they do for them.
Gifford is unique and one of a kind. There are shelters in Boston that are cageless, and there are some shelters in Boston that are no-kill. But there is no other shelter in Boston that does what we do for every cat. We socialize our cats, we work with our cats, we care for our cats. A cat with any issue who comes to Gifford is going to receive so much of our attention and care, and we will do everything we can to make that cat really happy. Thank you to our Gifford donors and supporters. It's because of people like you, our loving donors and supporters, that we've been able to treat Vera and not have to make a decision between life and death for a cat who has a treatable disease. Because of you, Vera has had a second chance at life, at love, and happiness. Our donors are the heart and soul of Gifford, and you allow us to care for cats who deserve a second chance. So please, don't ever make us have to make that life and death decision. Donate to the Gifford Cat Shelter.